Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, baby daddy, voice of the street, man. And today we in Florida and we in Atlanta with it, y'all. And I'd like to welcome everybody that's tuning in from the podcast over here, Spotify and Anchor. Welcome to G Shrimp Show, the podcast. Now, let's start with an incident that just happened in Florida, y'all. Apparently, we got a YouTuber. And I guess he was going to visit some guys and he was going to cover them. These are small time rappers, and these type of things happen when you start YouTubing. You never know when people are being sincere, or if you got a good client or you covering a good story, things can happen. Because some of these young boys or rappers, or it's just a chance you got to take, y'all. So obviously they lured him out to a spot. And he thought he was going to shoot a music video. And it's like they got him in a location, y'all, and they tricked him. And when they pulled guns on him, he was trying to give everything up because they got video of him getting robbed. I didn't want to show that because when you monetize, a lot of things change. You can't just be showing. And you can't use other people's clips. So you can see they had him at gunpoint, y'all. And they going in his pocket, and they took the camera, and they took everything. So at this point, with his hands up, I guess he's, I won't say begging for his life, he's complying with their orders. Look, you're taking everything, go ahead on, man, y'all gone. But the place they lured him at, y'all, was like where mechanics work on cars. There's a lot of industrial industry, they call it, right? So it's kind of desolate over there, ain't nobody over there. So I guess they felt comfortable to shoot him. They shot the man about 9 times and left him in the street, y'all. And he died. Then it's one guy. See, when you put something on social media, once it goes up, that's it. They was able to find this guy because he had shot a video a few hours earlier, and he was in that location. He had his mask on, and they had surveillance cameras, and they caught the car that they was in. You know, so all I want to say is rest in peace to the YouTuber, and you guys that's out here YouTubing, you got to be careful. You got to really be careful. And you got to realize sometimes people see you on TV and they don't like you, man. Sometimes they don't like you because sometimes people want to be in your position and they don't know how going about getting there. So they'll take advantage of if you're vulnerable in any type of way. They'll take advantage of it. And you ain't always guaranteed to survive or stick up. You know, these young boys do not be having hard, y'all. Some I ain't even gonna give analogy on it. Just sometimes people don't have hard, period, y'all. Period. And when they riding around off drugs and they got these guns, they don't think before they act. Sometimes they're young, y'all. They don't think before they act. And they just do things just like that. So all I'm going to say is rest in peace to the YouTuber. Guys in the notification gang, I got like 15 calls about this. And that's just what it is, y'all. Okay, now let's go to Atlanta. Boom! Now, also before we start, I'd like to say the rest in peace to Jackie O. In case y'all don't know, Jackie O is DC Young Fly baby mama. And it looked like she was going to get a lipo tummy tuck or something like that. And things went bad and she didn't survive. You know. So I want to say rest in peace to his baby mama, y'all. And sometimes we be trying to look good. When you get money, you want to look better. I understand that. We don't be knowing that we ain't going to survive these surgeries. That's why they don't like really putting people under. When you go in these operations, this happens more than y'all think. When you get under the anesthesia and they put you under, sometimes they can't bring you back. Because you so close to death, they can't control that. They can't control that. They slow your heart rate down and all that. Sometimes they can't pick it back up. And that's why they don't be wanting to put you under if you're a certain weight. They want you to be a certain weight. They want you to be certain healthy. But sometimes some doctors will just take the chance and take the money. Especially it depends on the place where she went. I didn't check into that. I just wanted to say rest in peace. DC Fly, hold your head, man. That's a hard pill to swallow, y'all. Just imagine how you feel breaking up with your woman. At least you have a chance of getting her back over the years of time, whatever. Now imagine her dying and you can't get her back. He got kids and everything, young kids, y'all, young kids. I seen the picture of him and the kids. They're young. Seen the picture of her. She beautiful. You would think she had no flaws or she didn't have no problem. But people are always striving for perfection and want to do things better. I understand, but rest in peace, man, to Jackie O. Jackie O. Now, let's go down here, y'all, in Florida, right? Not Florida partners, in ATL. We're just in Florida. ATL, right? We got another female rapper, y'all, who was killed. She's a rapper slash dancer, which we would say stripper, right? She gets killed in the Uber, y'all. Now, from what her friends say, she's one of these women, I guess, get drunk and they get into it a lot. Her friends say every time they go out, it's an altercation. Every time, that's why I'm not using no names. We don't want to bash nobody. Every time they go out, it's an altercation. She said they went out a week before and they ended up in a shootout. So this woman packs her gun. A lot of women in ATL, especially the strippers, pack their guns, y'all, because they be having a lot of money on them and people would try to take advantage of that. So they have their guns just in case. Now, they say earlier that day it was a shootout. They not sure if there was her involved in it or not. They're not sure, but they're trying to connect the dots. Now, she done got in an Uber and she on her way home. Looks like the cars followed her, they say, and pulled up, and they said he was doing donuts and spinning around, and they just lit up the car, y'all. Lit up the car. It's a Cadillac Escalade Uber. And they shot all in the back where they knew she was at. Some people said she tried to shoot back, but it didn't help her, y'all. It didn't help her. And she died. You know, when people get the ups on you and with the guns they carrying, you know, it's kind of hard. The best way to survive certain incidents, like I tell you, is to not get in them in the first place. And I mean, even with a verbal altercation, don't feed into it. Sometimes don't feed into it. Now, yeah, I know somebody can escalate the situation and take it further when you're trying to defuse it. But try to walk away. But it didn't seem like she was that type from what her friends say. But I don't know her like that. You know, this is her last day. You don't want to come on here and talk bad about a person, especially when they did, y'all. Now, they doing a thorough investigation. I'm going to come back and with all these here topics I just covered and give y'all all the details on this. And y'all got to realize we're changing formats a little bit, so some of this stuff have to be advertised friendly. I got the watch. You can't just use people's name. You don't want to bash them and say the wrong thing, because you can be held accountable for this. You can be sued for this. And, you know, you just have to watch what you're doing when you're in the YouTube world anyway. And then from the guy who lost his life, I really want to say rest in peace to him, because that hit me kind of hard. I was just telling a situation the other day where the guys tried to finesse me out my camera. And this happened more than y'all think. You know, I was just out there and touched my camera and had a flashback of the situation. This is things people would do. These people would do these things. Like I say, it seemed like everybody your friend when you struggling and you're trying to make it up there. And as soon as you make it, people don't want to see you make it. They don't want to look up at you. They'll rather look down at you. Long as you at their reach, it's cool. But the minute you start getting out of reach, they don't want to be your friend no more. They don't want to be your friend no more. They don't want to watch your views no more. You know, and you're like, wow, it's people like that? I was telling my little friend that, yeah, don't take it personal. This is what I tell myself and my little friend. Don't tell it personal. Because you got to realize, people are not always living in the YouTube world. They have things going on in their real life. So they don't have time to worry about a sensitive ass YouTuber that's crying because he ain't got a view or a like. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share. They don't got time to listen to a YouTuber crying about likes or whether you watch this show today. especially when he might have just had to bury his mother, his auntie. If they still subscribe, they'll come back. Don't take it personal. But some people do. And just like you get in your feelings, people get in theirs too. And that's why things like this happen. They'll trick a YouTube or somewhere. And the same thing happened to Miko Worldwide, y'all. This was the guy that was a little fruity. So the guys who robbed him, the excuse they used, because they said he was gay. And they lured him somewhere, beat him up, took his camera and all that. And guess what they did? They went on social media live and showed people they had done it. They was in jail in less than 2 days. Less than 2 days. And everything they took from him was returned to him. But it's the case they got. So people will use all kind of excuses. All I can say is watch yourself and be careful, man. I'll be back with another one in the morning, y'all. It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody favorite baby daddy, voice of the street. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Join the membership. Join the membership. We got a lot of new things going on. I'm not going to kick it off until we get at least 10 more people involved. When we get 10 more people involved, the whole format going to change. So y'all just stick around. I'm out.